set to go with the next bout tonight. 8 rounds, this scheduled in the lightweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red and blue, trimmed in white, he weighed in officially 133 pounds. A veteran of 45 professional bouts, his record stands at 26 victories, 19 defeats, 14 wins by way of knockout. Presentando del Mexico City, here is El Huracán, Mario Macias. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wears red with white. He weighed in 131 1/2 pounds. He stands perfect in the ring tonight. 11 bouts, 11 victories, no defeats, 3 wins by way of knockout. Fighting out of our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., the undefeated Lamont Roach Jr. And your referee in charge of the action is Zach Young.
I'll peek second.
Mario, ya hablamos de los reglas. We already talked about the rules. There's nothing left to say.
Referee Zach Young with the instructions. The tail of the tape, Dougie.
Lamont Roach, 10 years younger at age 21. He's 2 inches taller and has a very slight reach advantage.
Get ready to go. Mario Macias, a tough veteran fighter from Mexico City. Talking about experience, he has 46 fights total. Lamont Roach with 11, but Lamont with a lot of
Watch
amateurs.
that right there. You got that in the way. Watch that. Ready?
Oh,
let's go.
He's yelled at by Zach Young. Because the boom mic is really booming in people's ears around here. Lamont Roach Jr., 11-0 with 3 KOs. An interesting prospect. A lot of hype around him. Coming his way into his own. Was an engineering student at University of Maryland for 2 years. Decided this year to stop because it was just too much with all the math and trying to focus on getting to the next level in boxing. I said his trainer and uncle, Bernard Roach, says one of the problems with Lamont, he's too smart for his own good. He thinks too much in that ring. He tries to be too technical. Go back to they want to be an engineer.
Right.
And last time we saw him, Doug, was in Vegas, and you know he was just too rigid at times.
He didn't do anything wrong, technically speaking. They just wanted him to let his hands go because they felt that he could have scored a knockout that night. And it was the same story for when he fought in Washington, D.C. We called the action to that fight. It was on the undercard of the Luis Ortiz, Tony Thompson show in March. And they liked what they saw, but they wanted him to fight with a little more fire.
Well, there is that old saying, think less, hit more, but I get the sense as he flashes really good hand speed. You look at Lamont Roach, good technical acumen, very good athlete, looks the part of a fighter, but we have to note this, 5 straight decision victories, all of the 6- and 8-round variety. And I get the sense, 11 fights, 3 knockouts, he simply is going to be a long-distance runner. This is what he is. He's a technician, and he lands a good left hook there, but he may not score a lot of knockouts from this point forward.
He might get a knockout tonight, though.
Yeah.
This guy's been stopped
12 times.
12
times.
And Steve, to your point, that was one of the things that his trainer and Uncle Bernard Roach said. We have told him over and over and over, let your hands go, because they see the power that he has in that gym. They see him dropping sparring partners, but when he comes to the fight, it doesn't quite translate. Now it's in there.
And we do want to note, Mario Macias has been stopped 12 times. In his last bout, he's knocked out and won by highly regarded Gervonta Davis.
Right. Before that, he went the distance with Brian Kilzewski in Connecticut.
And Macias is a former NABF bantamweight title holder, and he also fought for a bantamweight world title. Stopped in 4 rounds against one of the Kameda brothers in Japan. But see, all that experience that he brings, it's from that 118-pound division, not this division.
Roach Jr. in the white with burgundy. Washington football fan, Steve. Oh, good right landed by Roach Jr. Another good right. That stuns Macias. The Mexican's holding up by the ropes. And he's trying to hold on to anything right now as Roach is smothering here in the first round.
I think Zachary Young, had he wanted to, could have called that a technical knockdown. I thought the ropes was keeping Macias up.
Overhand right by Roach. This is what his welcome wanted, and that one will count as a knockdown as the glove touched the canvas.
5, 6, 7, 8.
End of the first round, Lamont Roach Jr. sat down with the Ring TV Live crew.
Coaches told me I feel strong. I actually have a chef. We actually went to school together. So yeah, he prepares all my meals and keeps me away from the things that I don't need to eat, and he prepares everything fresh and natural. We're going into box as well. If the knockout comes, it comes. But we're stronger. Every fight we get, we're stronger. We're stepping up, and we're looking to take these guys out. 11-0 and 3 knockouts is very deceiving. Even though I've been a strong puncher, I'm very strong now. We have a new conditioning and strength trainer, and I feel like we've done a great job this camp. It's always nice to gain experience from my opposing opponent, but we don't get paid for overtime. So I want to knock this kid out.
He wants to knock that kid out.
Well, Beto, in this vein, if he lets his hands go, I get the sense this could be the last round if he makes it so against Mario Macias.
Lamont Roach Jr., Washington, D.C., trained by his uncle Bernard. His father, Lamont, is the second out of the No Excuse Boxing Gym in the district. Lamont has a younger brother named Jordan who has some hands that should go. 13-year-old talented amateur. They're back home in D.C. at school. His sister Taylor stayed home with Jordan. It's a family affair. They came out to Los Angeles Tuesday to get used to sleeping in early, that time change also.
And are some of the members, the other members, pro members of Team No Excuse here, like Demetrius Ballard, Kevin Rivers Jr., Damon Allen?
Big Meech is here. Big Meech actually wanted to take your job today, Doug.
He can have it, man.
He actually, Demetrius Ballard, nice super middleweight. He has a fight, he said, scheduled sometime in October, I'm told.
Just as long as he doesn't expect me to take his job.
No. You can't afford that pay cut, Doug. Second round of action. Roach, 11-0. What did he do today? Watched season 2 of Narcos. Said he got 2 episodes in. So that's just what he has to do. Just anything just to stay calm, to stay off of his feet. His trainer was in the military. He's taught all his boxers on fight day, you have to have your routine. You have to have it, everything, the same way. And he always tries to find something on Netflix. And there you see that overhand right, left by Roach again.
Macias will hit back. He doesn't just take punches. He's not in here to be a heavy bag. And he's out of his league in terms of the size. He's at a disadvantage, but he's still game. He brings that pride of somebody who was fought 10 and 12 rounds.
Doug, it's not only size, also the speed and quickness. You see how reflexive Roach is and how much of an advantage he has. He can beat Macias to the punch at any time. That's why Roach should not wait. He should not play the role of the counterpuncher here. He should really try to step forward and really initiate the attack, because once he gets his hands going, Macias is very, very slow to react.
I think Roach made a mistake by not stepping on the gas. I think he took his foot off the gas pedal and has allowed the veteran to fight his way back into this fight, because I think there was a period maybe in the first 30 seconds of round 2 where he could have got him out of there.
Right, and I think it goes back to what we spoke of early in round number 1. Sometimes Lamont Roach simply overthinks things.
Mario El Huracan Macias. That nickname, the Hurricane, was given to him early on in his career. He said he would just come in and throw thousands of punches at a time. Now that he's 31, obviously slowed down.
A little bit heavier.
It's a tropical storm. Oh, good right landed by Roach. 10 seconds to go. And down goes Macias.
Left hook.
Left hook by Lamont Roach. You asked him to let his hands go. He did it. As Macias spits out his mouthpiece. Will it be saved by the bell? And he is. Better to move, kicking out that mouthpiece, trying to breathe. As Roach, his corner's asking him to let him go. He's doing it here.
Left to the body, left in the head, just as Macias was cranking his own left hook, which sent the veteran to the canvas. Let's get another look, another angle. He slipped the jab, grazed the body with the hook, brought the hook back up, landed flush on the jaw, just as Macias was swinging with his own left hook. Down goes Macias.
Third round, getting ready to go. You see Roach Jr., calm, quiet, doesn't speak much. On his stool, Macias started boxing at age of 15 because he was in Mexico City fighting in the streets. He said, why would he do that? He's going to make some money. He goes down here, and it is over.
It.
It's been stopped. Lamont Roach Jr. gets his 4th stoppage of his career. He is now 12-0. Jack Young jumped in right away to protect the fighter.
I think it was a good stoppage because Macias' legs were not there. It wasn't really a hard punch that sent him back in the ropes. It's just the fact that the punch resistance of the veteran is gone.
Jack coming over saying that second one was a knockdown.
Yeah.
He counted knockdown, immediately stopped it. That's important. Zach Young, 7 seconds into the 3rd round.
Yeah, it was the ropes that kept Macias from landing in our laps practically. Falling right back into the ropes. It wasn't a hard punch.
No, it wasn't. But if you look at the body language of Lamont Roach, I don't think there's any doubt he was given orders, finish this now. And what do I say all the time? It's not if you win, it's how you win. And against a guy like Mario Macias, who's been stopped 12 times, if you want to be the type of prospect that needs to be taken seriously, consider the blue chipper. I don't think Lamont Roach or his people would have been satisfied by going the distance. They've gotten rounds. They've gotten seasoning.
Exactly.
Sometimes you have to put an exclamation point at the end of that sentence.
It's about making a statement. We talk about guys who are works in progress. He's not really a work in progress when, technically speaking. He does everything right. It's more about create some buzz, make a splash, change your temperament enough to make people care about you.
And Joe Martinez, our ring announcer, is standing by. There you see Lamont Roach Jr., his uncle. They're happy to hear it. Let's see what Big Joe has to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially. 7 seconds, round number 3. We have your winner by KO victory. He is still undefeated, Lamont Roach Jr.
There he is, Lamont Roach Jr. now 12-0. Back home in the district, they're enjoying it. He's actually going to stay in Los Angeles an extra day.
Yeah, he's earned it.
Goes back on Sunday. You're not going to get a smile out of him. But to another point, to your guy's point, media is going to say, okay, this kid's 11-0, only 3 KOs. You mentioned you have to make a splash. If you don't, then you just become that guy who's a cross-country runner.
Right, and exactly. You know, generally, look at the Olympics. Beto, you make a great point. If Usain Bolt we care about, that's a glamour event because it's a sprint. It's exciting. It's short. It's explosive. Well, the marathon, I know it's like the greatest Olympic event or the oldest.
Yeah, it's the original, right?
Do you know who won
They
it?
close out the Olympics with it, and no one pays attention.
I don't even know who won it.
I don't.
I don't. And
Probably from Africa.
Right, from Kenya. Kenyans are good.
Or Ethiopia,
And Lamont Roach today was not the Kenyan marathoner. He was the sprinter. And you could see after the 2nd round, he made a concerted effort to finish this fight. Was he supposed to win? Yes. But again, in many respects, it's how he won. And the one thing about Lamont Roach that we know, Doug, very technically sound, fundamentally grounded, and he added a little hot sauce to it
Well,
tonight.
I'm glad he did because I want people to be buzzing about him. I want him to have hype because he's deserving of it. I think he's one of the best young prospects out there. Definitely one of the best 21-year-old prospects.
As he's taking out his
own mouthpiece, yes.
After you knock somebody out, you're supposed to take your mouthpiece out, bro. Well, you did knock out a mouthpiece, did you, Lamont Roach? What were the orders for you today? Was it to get that knockout?
Not necessarily get it, but if it came, it came. He told me to be professional, be sharp. We knew that my strength would be evident in this fight because of the new strength and conditioning coach we acquired this camp, and right back in there on Tuesday.
And did the better conditioning and the better nutrition coming into here, did that sort of change your temperament or your mindset? We're used to seeing you go the distance.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it changed my mindset, but I felt strong in there. I know Coach Rose told me if we don't have to go 8, don't go 8. So
you mentioned it. Man, you have a new strength and conditioning coach. For the first time in your career, you really emphasize on the weight. Do you feel that power? You've had it. They've told us you've had it. But did you feel it today?
I knew I had it, but I definitely felt it today. I was very strong in this camp. Winding down to this camp, I was very strong. So, yeah. He actually had his hands down low, too, while he was in the inside. So it was easy to catch him with hooks.
That was your money punch. There, though, you hook to the head, and when you brought when you combined the hook to the body to the head, that's when you got your best knockdown in this fight. We're probably going to see that in just a second. Nice jab right there.
How'd you feel up there? You looked comfortable.
Felt real comfortable, felt real sharp.
There it is.
You caught him just when he was winding up with his own, and you look for that, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Left hook, is that one of your power shots?
Yes, it is. We work on it. We work on it a lot. Coach Rose tells me I have a nice hook. I really like my right hand because it's my power hand, but he tells me I have an awesome hook. So.
Lamont Roach Jr., one of the knocks from your own training staff, your uncle/trainer Bernard, is you too smart for your own good. You think too much in that ring. You're always looking for a perfect shot. Did you feel a little bit more relaxed today in the ring?
I most definitely did. I wasn't looking forward to just one shot. I was looking forward to that's what I did in the fight.
Yo, Big Meech Ballard want to sit with us tonight. We told him he can't do our job though, right?
Yeah, he can't.
Sure he can. He can sit here right now. Where is he?
He was ringside.
He said, I get paid just the same. Let's work for me. Come on in, Big
He told
Meech.
me he was commentating. I was like, for real?
No, we got to work on it.
Next time.
12-0. He now has 4 KOs. Jordan and Taylor are watching back home, man. You got to send a shout out to them.
Shout out to my little brother and sister Jordan and Taylor. I know they watching. I'll be back home soon.
And the entire Roach family watching back home. Hey, you even brought the security guard with you. You guys got the job done today.
Yeah, we got the job done
Lamont
today.
Roach Jr., 12-0. We'll be back with more from the Velasco Theater in Los Angeles on Ring TV Live. Security guard.